Hello and welcome to Lifetime Unquote, the podcast where we discuss your favorite made-for-TV movies. Whether you love to hate watch or hate yourself for loving them, pour up a glass of your favorite cocktail and join us. I'm your host, Patrick Serrano, and my guests today are...
I am Drew Current.
I am Ian Watts.
Yay!
Hello,
Ian's
Ian.
here.
Welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Hi, Ian. You brought your laptop, very organized today. I like that.
Yes.
Have
No, I
all the
came
notes,
prepared.
pages of notes. Ian is editor and writer. Do you want to talk a little bit about that, or just like yourself in general?
You know, I like to say that I'm a teacher who sold out. I actually used to teach high school history after graduating from Dominican University, which is where I met you, Patrick.
That's true.
And I actually got into corporate instructional design. So if you've ever taken one of those online workplace training ones, I apologize on behalf of the industry. And if it was boring, it wasn't me.
I don't understand anything you said, but writer editor, yes. And Ian, have you came on the podcast last minute because we had a guest cancel, so thank you helping out.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It is a Christmas miracle. Speaking of Christmas,
How does it feel to be a Christmas miracle?
I know.
You know,
what?
I don't know if I've ever been a Christmas miracle.
It's not what I expected.
Maybe I have.
I don't know. Maybe you got to grow into it a little bit. Maybe it has to bake all the way.
Yeah,
like,
just you can't
like
can't
the Christmas
handle it.
wish.
You
Yes.
can't really know until good things.
It's
happen.
got to fully
Yeah,
metastasize.
yep, exactly.
There's those
Check
writer
with your
words.
doctors.
Metastasize. What does that mean? I don't know. That doesn't matter.
Who knows? Who cares?
But no, Ian. So, how? What's your experience with Hallmark movies, or have you Lifetime movies and any Christmas movies? Do you watch them or not really?
Christmas movies, yes. Hallmark movies, I'm as green as a Christmas tree. Yeah, this is
okay.
my very first one watching front to back.
Okay.
My Christmas movies are more of the kind of the Wonderful Life, Home Alone.
Krampus.
I never actually did not see Krampus as much as I'd
Pretty
like
funny.
to.
That was scary.
Yeah, good cast. It looked
Right?
like.
I mean, it's
and
fun.
Yeah.
It's not Christmassy though.
No.
I don't like it.
Neither is Krampus himself, though.
Krampus.
That's true. Krampus is not.
He's like the least Christmassy Christmas
He's the
character.
opposite of Santa Claus.
Do you think that Hallmark would do a Krampus interpretation and call it Krampus or something?
And
Right?
it's grandpa. It's
a grandpa.
but
I
it's
think we need to
but
pitch
it's
that.
someone's grandpa.
All right. Next year, you're a
Oh.
writer. You're an editor.
We'll bang out the
We'll get
spec
that.
script before next December.
and
yeah.
Leading role played by me.
Leading role.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Or I could wear age makeup like Mandy Moore in This Is Us and just play the old Krampus or Grampus.
Actually, I want to be Grant.
Okay. Yeah. Drew calls Grampus.
I call Grampus.
I call Ingenue.
You always call Ingenue.
It's true. It's true. Okay, so jumping into what we're actually talking about today, our first Hallmark movie of the week, Christmas in Evergreen, starring Ashley Williams, Teddy Spears, Barbara Niven, and Holly Robinson-Peete. Y'all know Holly Robinson-Peete from Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yes. Don't get excited, Drew. She's not a love interest or anything substantial.
Oh,
But she definitely got mid-billing. So that's
It's that
something.
21 Jump Street
that's
cred
good.
working
That's
for
good
her.
for her. Though.
Oh, yeah. She was in 21 Jump Street, OG, right?
Mm-hmm. You know it.
Well, good for her. Okay, so jumping right in to the story. So we open, Drew, you're going to love this one.
Mm-hmm.
It opens with a storybook, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's the framing device of this movie is
Good.
in the town of whatever. You can do it. Do it.
In the town of Evergreen.
Yes.
Basically. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I knew you would nail that. So yeah, so they do this little storybook thing. There's is it a cartoon? I can't even remember.
I was expecting claymation.
Yeah.
No such luck.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically,
Should've been.
the narrator promises that the story of Christmas in Evergreen will make you believe in Christmas magic.
Oh.
The magical words that Drew loves to hear. Christmas magic.
Christmas magic, man.
That's the
You
only
better-
reason he's here
You
for
better
Christmas
get that.
magic.
You better give me that magic. That
Yeah.
Christmas magic.
And apparently, there's a snow globe that is magical and makes wishes come true, and you shake it.
Our storytelling narrator said that I would never expect a snow globe to be magic, and I had to respond, are you sure?
Really?
I think
'Cause
they only come in magic.
This is, this,
They only come in magic.
about
versions.
40% of all snow globes produced will produce Christmas miracles if you shake them.
Yeah.
I've learned this from a lifetime of watching movies.
Yes. Oh, a lifetime of
You
watching movies.
A lifetime of watching. Mm-hmm.
That should be a new tagline. Ian, you must be a writer. So Allie is our protagonist of this one. She's a veterinarian, which I read as veteran for like many times when I was reading the
Oh
synopsis.
man, that would be a totally different movie.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
a
and
whole
I was
other
like,
thing.
wait, I don't understand. Like, what? Because it's not a war or anything. So she's not a veteran. She's a veterinarian, and I can't read.
Veteran of the War on Christmas.
Yes.
Never forget.
And she's like saving puppies. She's like working in the place. And she has to go to DC because she has a boyfriend there. They like broke up, but they've been doing long distance now. They're trying to get back together. So she's going to DC for Christmas.
It sounded like longer, actually. Yeah, for Christmas and beyond, right?
Oh, right. Because she has got a new job, a like veteran job.
Veterans Administration in DC.
Yes.
Right?
So she has a job. She's like going to like sign the lease on her apartment, and she's leaving Evergreen and all her family, everything behind.
Now, we learned all this, by the way, through some very expository dialogue. It was sort of in the vein of Holly Robinson-Peete saying, "Oh, I can't believe you're leaving this this town that you lived in your whole life." And then Ashley Williams responding, "I know who's going to host the Christmas festival I host every year." And one of those things where about the first 10 minutes of dialogue pretty much tells you everything you need to know about this town and the characters. I love it.
Get it done.
Right?
Yes.
Don't play around.
Let's not fuck around with
No
this shit.
subtlety,
Let's
just
get into it.
Well, and that's every movie. So, like, if you're watching and, you know, you're about to go change over your laundry, watch the first 10 minutes, go do your errands, come back, you learned everything. Nothing happens in the time that you're doing your laundry.
In the middle of it.
I wish strangers at parties would talk like the people in this movie because, you know, never an awkward moment.
It saves a lot of time.
It does. It
Walk
does.
in, you know everything about everybody.
You don't have to ask questions. It's all right there.
It's just all there. Right.
So yeah, Holly Robinson-Peete, her name is Michelle in this movie, and she is taking over the town Christmas festival. And there's a mayor named Ezra in the town, and I wasn't sure if she was like gonna like end up with him. They had like this love-hate thing going on, so I was like, I don't know if this is like setting up for like a romance later. It didn't, but I thought it could at this point.
Yeah, I disliked Ezra from just about the first scene that he was in.
Yes.
Kind of that standard fuss budget character. I was watching with my partner, Kim, who, sort of a slight connection to Patrick. She's actually part of the greater PH family. She was a member of Cosby Sweater's Improv at DePaul.
True.
And is currently working her way through Pretty Little Liars and had to ask, is every guy named Ezra insufferable?
Oh, yes.
I can't
right.
answer that. If you're out there listening and your name is Ezra, you can direct your rage to Patrick.
Well, Ezra in Pretty Little Liars is a dick.
He is, yes.
I
True
mean,
story.
Ezra. Yeah. Well, it's just like
like-
it's just one of those names. It's kind of, it has a buzz sound to it, and you're just like, ugh. Shut up, Ezra.
Bees.
Yes. So all this stuff is happening, and Allie is like having to go to the airport. Like, we forgot to say, like, right at the top of the movie, she's like, I'm going to the airport, bye. But then she keeps doing like all these random errands instead of going to the airport. Like, she like goes to a barn to help like check on a cow that's about to give birth.
Right, yeah.
It's like so random. Like,
Before
bitch, go to the airport.
I'm going to hand you off to the other cow.
They like make you
OB-GYN.
anxious that she was gonna miss her. Like, you're like, go. What are you doing?
I try to get to the airport early because I like to like have a martini and like lounge around. I don't want to like be rushed.
She's taking her time. She doesn't really want to leave. We all know that.
Yes, very true. And she's driving like this old jalopy like red truck that's her grandpa's.
The impractical novelty truck. I loved it.
And she like can never start it, and it's like definitely going to come into play later. You know, it's like one of those things where
Well, I
she's
would
like,
hope
my
so.
car will never start.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you do have to say that it will come in later, because it should.
But it
But
doesn't
these movies
necessarily
don't
always come in.
yeah.
So also intercut with this, we see Ryan, who's all work no play dad, and he's like driving with his daughter. They're going to the airport to go to Florida, but before they go to the airport, they apparently have a lot of time too, and they pull off in Evergreen to get a bite to eat.
I just need to ask, where were they coming from? And did we ever find that out? Was that dropped in this scene and I missed it?
I
You
don't
know?
even think they had luggage. I didn't even see
No.
like a backpack, anything. They were just
No.
in the car, coming from somewhere.
Based on the conversations in this movie, it would have to be either Montpelier or Burlington, which are the only other towns in Vermont, according to the side conversations with the characters.
Yeah,
But,
those are the only cities.
Never do find out how long they'd been in the car, as Patrick noted. Absolutely no luggage to speak of. But they decided to turn off at Evergreen. And I asked, as they turned off, does Evergreen have that Santa sign up year round? And as I would watch, they never answered that question, but yes, they absolutely do have that sign up year round.
Of course,
Great.
because Santa for every season.
Yeah.
Santa in a bathing suit.
That's kind of this town's whole gimmick.
Yeah,
It's their
Santa in
shtick.
plaid.
Mm-hmm.
Santa in, what's the spring thing? I know,
And so,
sweater.
so this is not the Teddy Sears
Yes, this
character?
is Teddy
Yes.
Sears. So
Okay.
he kind of looks like Alexander Sarsgaard.
Yeah.
like his like
he was in
more.
24, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or one of the 24s.
Well, I didn't watch those.
Things have calmed down for him.
Things have calmed down. He's have normal days. He has
Yes.
normal days now.
So he meets Allie in the town, of course, and he's like, "Hey, can you recommend a place where I can grab a bite?" And she's like, "Sure, go to my parents' diner."
Yeah, can we talk about that Parents' Diner for a second?
Sure. What was it called?
It was called the Kris Kringle Kitchen, and I think that was revealed before the sign was shown. So I kind of had a little bit of a gotta pause the movie moment as I thought about the initials of Kris Kringle Kitchen.
What is it? You're a writer.
Well, generally Kris and Kringle are both spelled with a K.
Oh no!
So I had kind of this horrible moment where I thought that maybe the rest of the movie was that Allie and her family were like secret white nationalists.
no.
Or the whole town was like, welcome.
Kris Kringle
Welcome
Kitchen.
to Evergreen,
Oh, I see.
where
I
every
would've-
Christmas is a white Christmas.
Oh no! Christmas in Evergreen.
But yeah, no, she's there and recommends the Kris Kringle Kitchen, and we had to note at this point: do the planes just wait for people
Of course.
in New England? Because
Well, in these movies, yeah.
They
Yeah.
had no urgency to get to the airport.
no, they've been trying to catch both they and Ellie have been trying to catch their flights now for a long time,
That,
longer
like,
than you normally
gives
try
me
to catch anything.
anxiety when that's a thing
Yeah.
in a movie. Like,
Right?
it gives me extreme anxiety.
Oh my God! 2 hours before, give yourself time to
just-
get through security.
It's the holidays.
Get there.
Right?
You gotta
Oh.
get to the airport. It's gonna
Yeah.
be very busy. Anyway, so they actually do end up getting to the airport, and Zoe is the daughter's name. And before she leaves, she makes a wish on the snow globe. So she's like, "I wish to have Christmas in Evergreen."
There was some serious monkey paw potential with that wish, by the way. All thinking of all the ways that they could get stuck in
Yeah.
Evergreen for
That
Christmas.
would be amazing.
There's a lot of evergreens.
Right. CDC shows up. There's a quarantine outside. We can't let you leave.
Oh my god!
Man, yes.
Yes,
But
Could have
unfortunately,
gone sideways real fast with that wish. But,
this is a Christmas wish, guys. So they put her in like a little prism effect. Like when she's making her wish, she gets in like a little prism effect, and like you're like, "Oh, this wish is really gonna take.
Oh,
this
like
is
a-
really,
it's
really
like a
gonna
little-
happen." Yeah,
It's like a little kaleidoscope kind of jam.
got
Yes.
that generic non-licensed Christmas movie or Christmas music with the sleigh bells and kind of the jaunty melody, but it's not any
yeah.
melody in particular.
no, it's just
Oh, yeah. You
just
knew magic
sounds.
was happening.
So they get to the airport and they run into each other, of course.
What are you doing here? Taking an airplane, Allie says. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
Taking an
How
airplane.
about it?
Yeah, that's what she says.
It's like, is that the quote? I'm taking an airplane.
Honestly, thought the rest of the movie was just going to be them sitting on the tarmac.
Which would be amazing.
That'd be great.
But yeah, and actually the airport was pretty legit looking. They did a good job making an airport look like an airport. Usually the airports, like the airport in Friends, like when Ross and Rachel have the thing where I don't even know what that girl's name is, but he like brings home his new wife, and then they're in like the airport. It just does not look like an airport.
Yeah, no, it's.
But this did.
Filmed in front of a live studio audience. They have to like.
Fine.
Here's kind of here. They have those like line tie rope
Yeah.
things, right?
And
It's
like
an
a
airport.
podium to like check in.
It's the one airport that serves the whole state of Vermont, too. So I think it'd
Yes.
be a little bit larger.
But the whole state of Vermont is not flying anywhere because all flights are canceled due to inclement weather.
Oh, but probably because of the wish.
Oh, yeah. And Zoe makes an extra wish at the airport because the airport's close enough to Evergreen where her wish could reach the snow globe. That's what Allie tells her. So she's like, I'll just double wish.
Just making up
in
rules
case.
as
Yeah.
we go.
Oh,
Mhm. So you don't actually have to be around the snow globe. You don't have to be touching the snow globe. You don't have to like be in the same
well, I mean,
town.
if you've already bonded and warded it with it, you're good.
Got it.
You're good.
Yeah, no, see, I wasn't aware of all the different arcane rules of
Yeah,
the
there's
snow
some-
globe magic.
there's
My
some
conclusion
arcane-
at this point was that that it's actually not the snow globe at all. Zoe's a mutant who can control the weather with her mind, like Storm from the X-Men.
I like that better.
Bringing
I
it
like
to the
that.
comics, Drew.
Right.
But
Your wheelhouse.
it is. However, that's not Christmassy enough for me.
No, I
yes,
agree.
more Christmas.
I mean, it is comic booky enough for me. But this is Christmas time.
Yes.
We need
And
some
don't worry, guys,
Christmas
because
magic.
we get all the Christmas magic. So, of course, the hotels are all booked because, all the flights in Vermont are canceled.
How many other people's holiday plans have been destroyed by this snow globe, by the way? I just
Mm-hmm.
have to ask.
It's true. Zoe is pretty selfish.
Yeah.
It's a lot of movies we're not seeing about, the families that were left asunder because of the snow globe wish.
So there is some monkey paw.
I
stuff
guess.
going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. The repercussions
Because all she
that
said,
we will
I
never see.
just wanna
The
have it
butterfly
in
effect of the snow globe.
Yes.
But back to Evergreen.
Yeah, so then Allie makes a call to her friend who's opening an inn or starting up an inn, and she's like, hey, all the hotels are booked. We're just going to come back to Evergreen, and, can you take in these people? So she's like, sure. And as we are on... Oh, no, they get back from the airport, and they go deliver that cow that she checked on before.
Yeah, the cow
Or the
Allie's
calf.
treating is ready to give birth. I was all set for the graphic 15-minute calf birthing sequence, and
Yes.
nothing.
No. But before they do anything, that was the first thing they do when they get back to town. They're like, okay, again, they have no luggage or anything like that. But they don't even she doesn't drop off Ryan and Zoe. She just, goes, delivers a cow,
So I
and then
just got to make a stop real quick.
yeah, just got to make a real quick stop.
real quick stop. I got to deliver a
Do you
cow
mind?
real quick.
So then we find out that Ryan's wife had died last Christmas. The reason that
We
he
shift to a minor key in the score, as
Yes.
we mentioned that as well.
the reason he is trying to go to Florida is because he doesn't want anything to remind Zoe of Christmas, because I guess the wife died at Christmas or around Christmas,
Well, yeah.
something like that.
In
So
a car wreck, right? Probably.
no, that's I watched 4 today, so they're all blurring together. No, that's not this one.
How many spouses tragically died before the film?
Yes.
Today.
Well,
The movies you watched.
it's a lot of parents. So
Okay.
it's like both their
all
parents,
parents
are dead.
are alive in this.
Oh, okay.
All parents are alive.
Thank
And
God.
Barbara Niven is playing the mom, and she's the bougiest white lady. She's like, okay, my diner.
It's Vermont,
and,
keep in mind.
Yes, I'm wearing all white all the time.
Vermont Bouge.
Yes, and she's very much alive. So, anyways, what do I say? Oh, the next day they're in a coffee shop and they're trying to get things they're like, again, nobody's really pressed to get to the airport.
Mm-hmm.
They're leisurely going to the coffee shop. They're just doing whatever.
Yeah, and the plan is for Allie to
my
drive
nightmare.
them back to the airport. We have to know, why did they need a ride? What happened to their car that they were driving from someplace?
They probably dropped it off at the rental place.
Probably.
Right?
I don't
Just
know.
went
Who
back
knows?
with Allie.
Anyways, so no one really cares, but they end up not being able to leave because there's a rock, what is it called? A rock avalanche?
Rock slide?
A rock
rock
slide.
slide.
And it blocks the highway. No one can go in, no one can go out of Evergreen.
Of the one road in and out of the town, which apparently the expressway exit led to that one road, I guess. I don't
Sure.
know. As my girlfriend noted, that the town planning here is just terrible.
Yeah, no, they don't do that. They don't need to do that. I get it.
Yes.
Yeah. Block everything.
So the town is on shutdown. And what are they going to do to pass the time? Well, build a snowman and make snow angels, right?
Everything you can't do in Florida.
Everything you can do in Florida.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's what they do. And then they get a Christmas tree for the inn and they decorate it. Not a Balsam Hill decorating, Drew. This was not sponsored. If I didn't say before, which I don't think I have, this is the bottom of the barrel of the Christmas Hallmark movies this week. It's all the B-list, C-list actors. It's all the scripts that were not written when we did
They
our
were
preview.
written 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. So this is just very low stakes for Hallmark. They're we had our big stuff last week. This is now.
Kind of a step down for Ashley Williams in the lead, actually. Last I saw her, she was Victoria on How I Met Your Mother. And that's not just some one-off, forget about her role. That's the bronze medal of the Ted Mosby Olympics, man. she was the most important relationship he had, other than Robin Sparkles and the mother.
Was she? Oh, she wasn't the mother. Oh wait,
No, she was not.
Spoiler alert.
They broke up. And
I
she
don't
moved
know
to
about
Vermont.
that.
Spoiler alert. Who's the mom?
Yeah, I don't know. I stopped watching that show for anyways. So then right. Sorry, my notes are kind of weird because then we have baking. Is this the baking thing?
Right,
Ian?
the baking montage, which I listened to this whole sequence without any sound because I'm guessing a reel that is licensed Christmas Carol was playing, and YouTube just decided, you know what, we're just gonna mute the whole thing.
Oh,
That's
it was
how
on
we're-
YouTube. Yeah.
Right, yeah, that's how we're
Yes.
gonna get around anything here.
Wonderful. Yeah, well, that seems like a
So
good
it was
idea. Well, you didn't miss
automatically-
anything because it was literally just some generic Christmas song sung by somebody. It was maybe a Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You knockoff type of thing.
There were a lot of meaningful glances in that,
Yeah, so
that brief soundless
this is your
time.
flower fight, Drew. We got the
Oh, good.
little flower just getting on the face and baking cookies. Oh, stop.
Don't.
And then there's a knock at the door. And who's at the door?
Tell me it's not fucking Santa Claus.
It's not. It's
Oh.
Spencer, the DC boyfriend, the long distance boyfriend. He took a helicopter in from DC and, is just going to hang out in Evergreen for Christmas. He let that helicopter go. They're stranded there. He doesn't care. He just spent,
Apparently, it was a one-off. Yeah, I asked his boss for the helicopter, and that's it, man. No more helicopter. He has to
So-
stay there forever.
There's one thing more dangerous than flying in an airplane during a terrible storm.
Yes.
There's one thing more dangerous. It's flying a fucking helicopter
Yeah.
through a storm.
Right.
So you could get through with the helicopter, no problem.
This was the scene that I really
Jeez.
kind of bonded with hunky professional boyfriend Spencer, though, as he asked Allie, "You just brought the guy and his kid here?" The voice of the audience, just wondering, really? You've known them for 6 hours, and
Yeah. Oh, where he's like, really, lady, what are you doing?
He
Yeah.
this guy gets it.
Yeah, and he has the most chiseled features, and he's so handsome. But yeah, so he's there, and he's like, "I'm here for you." And then Ryan's like, "Well, I guess I'm gonna go back to the inn and stop baking cookies with you, since you have a boyfriend."
He did stay at the inn, though, and not at Allie's house, though. So
Like a gentleman.
I appreciate Hallmark
Like
keeping this
a
family friendly
gentleman.
for the holidays.
That's good. Well, that's good. Yeah.
We didn't mention this yet, but Ryan is a doctor, and Holly Robinson-Peete. I might be jumping, Ian. Holly Robinson-Peete has a panic attack trying to plan this Christmas festival, so she's really freaking out. She's like,
There's
have
that
so much
whole
stress."
random B plot with her,
Yes.
not feeling up to running the Christmas festival.
And the solution to solve her panic attack is Dr. Ryan. He has her say the 12 days of Christmas. So he's like, 7 lords a leaping, 8 maids a milking, whatever the things are. That
Any medical school graduates listening to this will recognize that.
Yeah, the classic.
Oh yeah.
Classic way to guide someone out of a panic attack.
Yeah.
Yes. And he's like, hey, the holidays
have to
the holidays
remember
are
all the
stressful. it really felt like a PSA for the holidays are stressful. It's fine. Just say the 12 days of Christmas and you'll be good to go. Count back from 10 or 12 or whatever.
Or whatever
And
it is.
yeah. So that happens, and then the road clears up, the airport is up and running, and what do I have? Ryan and Allie are gonna leave. But I don't even know what I'm saying here. Sorry, I'm reading as I'm writing. So I guess there's that Santa bit, right?
Right, yeah. So actual Santa Claus lives in this town, or at least is in town for a while.
He's not Santa though. He's
Is he,
just
though?
a man.
Is he not?
His name is Nick.
Oh,
Draw your own conclusions.
busted. He's
Right?
fucking Santa Claus. He is fucking Santa Claus. Knew it.
Yeah. So he's like, hey, sometimes where you start is where you belong, and blah blah blah. And he gives her an inspirational speech.
Yeah, he had one of the many folksy wisdom nuggets here. There was the brain doesn't always know what the heart wants, and the farther you get from where you start, the closer you are to where you belong.
Hell yeah, Santa Claus.
Yes.
That's the kind of shit I need to hear in the season.
That's what I come to the Hallmark Channel for.
Right. I think so.
Because
And
you forget those typical weird, words of advice. You forget them because they're said so much. But listen, if you don't listen to them once in a while, you got to be reminded.
You do. And so she's like, okay, great. And she goes to Spencer and she's like, hey, it's not working out. Like, I don't really think that I like you and you don't really like me.
We said we were going to take this slow, so I'm not going to move to DC. I'm instead going to pursue this guy that I've known for about a day now.
But he's a doctor.
Right, yeah.
And you got to date a doctor, okay?
Bitch.
Am I right?
I flew a helicopter through this
I
shit.
know. And he's very handsome and nothing's wrong with him. So I'm like,
and they pull out all the stops in the script to make it kind of him still kind of be sympathetic as they break up and have it be sort of an amicable breakup. Mm-hmm. I'd at least be pissed that I used my one helicopter ride from my boss to go out there to get broken up with. Right, yeah. Back in DC down the line, there's some lady lobbyist or congressional staffer that had the chance to get proposed to on a helicopter. Nope.
Nope.
Thanks, Allie.
Well, Allie is missing her opportunity, but now she goes back downstairs after having the breakup. And what is there in her living room? Ryan and Zoe left a tree for her because they're going back to the airport. But he just wants her to know that he loves her.
Which I think was his second attempt to bring her a Christmas tree, right? Like he brought one over and
He's
Hunky
obsessed.
Professional Boyfriend was there. So this is another one for the inn. Bye.
Yeah. So she's like really touched by the tree and she's like, oh my God, a tree for me? Oh, great. And then she, runs to I don't even know.
And that means he loves her.
That means he loves her. Did he leave a note?
Uh-huh.
I think there was a note.
There might have been a note.
I hope there wasn't. It was
I
just
don't know.
a tree.
Anyway, so then we're at the festival
I
and it's
get it.
going great. And there's a even like dumber B plot with like another like black girl and like she's wearing a sweater and like there's another guy who's wearing the same sweater.
She shook the snow globe too, yeah.
Yeah.
Looking for someone else who loved Christmas as much as she did.
There were so many B, C storylines
Just kind of thrown in there.
didn't matter at all.
Good.
And it's like
That's fun.
It's Hallmark's like, let's get more people of color in here. So we'll have a black couple
You know,
get together and wear the same sweater.
I took this so seriously, Patrick, that I did a little bit of research before coming in here to record. And Vermont is actually the second whitest state in the country. Mm-hmm. So this cast probably makes Evergreen the most diverse town within about 100 miles.
Well, and this was one of the more diverse movies that we've seen.
I say good for Hallmark Channel, but thinking about, the Kris Kringle kitchen again, I started like worrying there was some kind of Get Out situation going on.
Here's the thing. That should have happened.
Like if Allie's mom had started serving tea, I would have just been like, nope the fuck out of there, man.
It's because no one caught it, and no one caught that.
No,
like, you would think we would immediately catch to be like the KKK.
Well, they did.
Are
put
you serious?
Chris CH on the sign, but like they took their sweet time in showing that thing. Man, I was really worried until we finally got a clear look at that thing.
True.
But I think, they could, maybe someone caught it last minute, was just like dude.
Just kind of photoshopped in.
I'm sorry, did no one catch this? And it's just like a sound guy, and he's like, really? It's a KKK?
Sure,
I mean, honestly.
We shouldn't have that.
And someone's like, oh, yeah, we should change that.
We are the Hallmark Christmas movie channel. We have a reputation here.
We have no political leaning at all, or
none whatsoever.
About anything.
No. So then, we wrap up all the B storylines, all the C storylines.
They all wrap up with a successful Christmas festival.
Yes,
all tourism.
Hell
and
yeah.
who shows up to the festival?
Santa Claus again.
Actual Santa Claus.
He does.
Okay.
But also Ryan is what I was going for there.
Right, yeah. And the ghost of intellectual property, came again while Ryan was professing his love to Allie, because I didn't get a word of that. I had to lip read a little bit of it, but I'm pretty sure there was a licensed Christmas Carol playing at that. Yep,
Got it. Well, I think they were caroling, actually, because Zoe wanted to be in the Christmas Carol thing.
Right, yeah.
So they're caroling, like, Deck the Halls or something.
She's
and they're
up
having
singing
like
the choir,
moment.
waving to her dad like you're not supposed to do when you sing on stage.
Yes, be a professional, Zoe. Have some focus. Stay in character. You're a caroler. Okay? Anyways, so right here. Hello.
Right here.
Hello. Okay.
Zoe?
Yes. So then Spencer and Ryan, no, not Spencer and Ryan. Ryan and Allie get together. They're very happy, and they're going to have their Christmas in Evergreen. And who is jousting away. Jousting, is that a word? No, I don't think it is.
It is a word. I don't know if that's the word we want to
Well,
use.
whatever. I'm
It's
saying the
we'll use
sleigh
it.
flies up
Yeah,
and you
sure.
hear ho 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 ho.
Can I just say that nobody really looks surprised when they see Ryan and Allie kiss, and then like he puts his arm around her. Like, does she do this every couple years?
Probably.
Did Spencer like stop in Evergreen for the holidays a couple of years ago, and that's how that started?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I didn't even watch it, but that's it.
That's the headcanon
it.
we're going with.
Yes. So on the podcast, Ian, we rate we don't rate them, but we say like you're either going to pour it up if you loved it or put a cork in it if you hated it, would not recommend. You can't do like a middle ground. You have to either recommend or not recommend. So pour it up or put a cork in it. What are you going to do?
You know, this was my first Hallmark Christmas movie, and it's always going to have a little special place in my heart for that. So I will
course.
say,
Pour it up.
pour it up.
Pouring
Pour
it
it
up.
up. Okay, great. Pour it up. And I also am going to pour it up for this one. I thought the leads were good. They weren't like too cheesy or too like annoying or.
There were two people in this cast that I knew who they were, and
Yeah.
I'm going to call that a win.
Yeah.
Yes. And, for, being in Vermont and having people of color, fine. But Hallmark does do this thing now where they made Holly Robinson-Peete do the press tour. Like, she was going to be the lead of the movie. So I was a little, let down by that because I was like, she's, just the best friend in this.
Right.
Every other movie. But she, for some reason, was on all the posters and all the, she did a Facebook Live and all over their Instagram. So they're kind of tricking us.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Bait and switch.
Yeah, I don't like that.
The movie was good, but Hallmark's marketing department needs to not be.
They're on notice.
Yeah,
They need to. They need to get their shit together in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
And also, they spend way too much money on stupid shit.
Way too
and
much.
can hire me for most things.
Yes, they can.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So
blind.
oh yes,
I'm gonna pour it up
wonderful.
because there's Christmas magic in it, and that's
There
it.
is.
There is, yeah.
Most magical of all the things, except for maybe one later, Drew, which you will find out.
Yeah.
There's more magic this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So that wraps up our conversation about Christmas and Evergreen. But before we go, we have our favorite segment of this week and every week. What you say?
Do that again.
Okay, here we go. What you say, Candace Cameron Bray? That's right. So, what you say, Candace Cameron Bray, Ian? We look at her Instagram account and
Okay.
kind of talk about some things that are going on in Candace's life. And then, that's it, really. So, let me just pull up my clip. Which one am I doing? Oh, God. Okay, I have it. All right. So, I follow her on Instagram. Please don't follow her. Don't do it.
He does it for you.
I do it for
don't
you.
Follow her.
So Candace is done with her movie, right? And now she is working on promoting a book. So I'm not promoting the book. I don't want you to buy this book. Don't buy the book. But I'll let her talk about it for a little bit. So we'll just play this right here for you.
Staying Stylish is #1 on Amazon in its category. Guys, I hope that you get this book and love the content that's inside because it's more than just about clothing.
And every other page is
Got
the picture.
fitness and
Just so
I
we are
want to
aware.
give you a little peek of the content.
Loosest possible
It has
definition
fashion.
of content.
Skincare, makeup, and hair, health, fitness, and my favorite, nourishing your spirit.
Oh, shut up, Candace Cameron.
And she's just flipping through
I
the
love
book.
this section, fashion on the go. I talk about traveling.
The
how to
travel
organize
is a picture of a
and pack
suitcase.
your suitcase
A
well.
big picture
I
of a
have a lot of
suitcase. Full
experience
page.
with it. Had a-
And then her standing with the suitcase. So this book, it's basically an adult picture book, I would say.
Yeah.
There's a market for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, everybody is doing a brand. They're making themselves brands. So Candace is trying to make herself a brand. But nothing really original to say, like how to pack. She's like, I travel a lot, so I know about packing.
And if you still can't follow it, there's a stock photo of some luggage.
Right.
Put it in this thing.
Yes. And then
This is a luggage, and you put things in there.
If you forget, they sell them at the airport too.
If you forget yours.
yes. And she has like makeup tips and like workout tips, but like one paragraph on each of those topics. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like very surface level. You're not going to get anything worthwhile in that book. Don't buy that book. I don't even know what it's called.
Don't buy it.
I don't know what it's called. Don't buy it. Don't follow her on Instagram.
Don't support her.
No. But yeah, so that wraps up our conversation about Christmas in Evergreen this week. Thank you, Ian, for being here.
Thank you for having me, guys.
And thank you, Drew Bear, for being the best.
Thank you for being the best. You're better.
Yes.
You're better than the best.
Thank you. And thank you, listeners, for checking back in with Lifetime Uncorked. We watch these movies so you don't have to, but if you do, we'd love to hear from you. You can follow me. Oh, wait, I didn't say what your social medias were. What's your social media, Ian?
Oh, hey, you can follow my snarky thoughts at Alkalinian. That's ALKALINIAN.
Wonderful. And Drew?
You can follow me on Instagram at Drew, but with pants.
Yes. And you can follow me at Patrick Miguel or the podcast at Lifetime Uncorked. And be sure to check out our website, lifetimeuncorked.com, or drunk dial us at 872-267-4117 and share your thoughts on a movie that we've covered or one that we should cover.
Oh, that's on my to-do list.
Please,
Yes,
drunk
dial us.
We'll play it.
Yeah. I should just drunk dial.
Just drunk dial itself.
I'm just going to drunk dial myself
I'll drunk
and just
dial
play
it.
myself.
I'll drunk dial tonight.
Wonderful. All right. Well, thank you all for checking back in. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.